Sup guys? So I just got a package in the mail. It's my physical copy of Dust and Elysian Tale by Limited Run Games. I've been waiting for this for a while. So it got me thinking about all these different companies that have been popping up over the years, like Limited Run Games, Super Rare Games, and Fangamer, that produces these physical games that were originally digital only. It also got me thinking about how there are so many other games that still don't have a physical copy today that I honestly feel like deserve one. A lot of them being the early days of Xbox Live Arcade and the Wii Shop and all that. So in this video today, I'm going to show you 5 games that I feel like should have a physical release. So let's check it out.
One thing you're going to learn very quickly while watching this channel is that I love fighting games. And I was extremely excited to find out that a physical copy of Lab Zero's Skullgirls was coming to the PS4 and Vita. But I still think that there's one more indie fighter that deserves to have the physical treatment. Oh yeah, we're talking about Dive Kick, motherfuckers! Okay, here's the basic breakdown of this game. The game literally has 2 buttons. And I'm including directional input, or I guess in this case, lack thereof. You literally have dive, or what this game calls jump, and kick. 1-hit kills, that's it. That's the whole game. It sounds shallow, and I guess it is, but this game creates a weird kind of tension that builds as the game goes on. Is my opponent gonna jump at me? What should I do? Should I just jump? Should I just go for it? Boom! You're dead before you even think about it. And because this isn't a huge execution-based fighter, you can pretty much bring this out to anyone at a party or something and have a great time with it without any kind of learning curve whatsoever. And on top of all that, this game is also a gigantic, hilarious parody to fighting games and its culture. There's literally a character in this game named Dr. Scholes in a game all about dive kicking. As a fighting game fan, I find that f***ing hilarious. Bottom line, I think this is a pretty sweet game, and I think it deserves a physical copy. I mean, you might as well go all the way when the creators made an actual arcade controller for this game. I know the controller was just a joke, shut up. The Hooligan Sisters have escaped from prison and accidentally released a bunch of monsters all across planet Land. It's up to Cyber Peace Officer Patricia Wagon to help neutralize the monster threat and bring the Hooligan Sisters back to justice. Oh my god, it's so hokey and corny and I love it. So, yeah, this is Mighty Switch Force 1 and 2. This was originally released on the 3DS, but it was eventually also ported to the Wii U and Steam as well. Both games were produced by WayForward, who also made the Shantae games. And if you also couldn't tell by now, these guys are incredibly good at making extremely memorable and charming characters and worlds. And I feel like that they're equally as good at making incredibly fun retro-inspired games as well. And both Mighty Switch Force games are no exception either. I mean, the basic gameplay is, what if Mega Man was a puzzle platformer? And instead of absorbing and gaining new powers from different robots, you instead harness the power of blocks! Trust me, it's a lot more fun than I'm making it sound. I also love how both games each have their own themes when it comes to different types of, I guess, rescue heroes. The first game being police themed and the second game being firefighter themed. Hey, there you go! Maybe the third game in the series could be like hospital theme, where you could give Patricia like a healing gun and she could like treat the Hooligan Sisters for like different types of illnesses and whatnot. Could be sort of like Trauma Center, but Mega Man-ish. There you go, WayForward. Yeah, $1 million idea. You're welcome. Okay, so maybe by this point they're not going to make a third game in the series, but you could at least like port both games to Switch and maybe do like a dual pack like they did with the Azure Striker Gunvolt Striker pack. That'd be good, right? If you couldn't already tell by me mentioning it multiple times in this video, I think the Nintendo Switch is awesome. More specifically, I think it's one of the best places to get indie games on. And it's definitely one of my favorite systems to collect for right now. Love those cases. And while there are lots of companies publishing these physical indie games, the one that I feel like that's blowing it the most out of the park right now is definitely Limited Run Games. Golf Story, Celeste, Bloodstained Curse of the Moon, ToeJam and Earl Back in the Groove, bomb chicken? Fuck? Regardless, I feel like they're doing an amazing job right now. But that doesn't mean that I don't have any suggestions and that they couldn't be doing a little better. So... Oh my god, Limited Run, please, please do a physical copy of Blossom Tale. But that's just a clone of A Link to the Past with a heavier emphasis on combat. Okay, first off, shut your face. Secondly, there's like a bajillion Metroidvanias on the market right now. We couldn't do like a clone of another good game, maybe? Jeez, man, I just want to play it. It looks super fun and cool, and I don't want to buy it digitally, man. Just come on, Limited Run, please? So, indie games are great and all, but how about we talk about something a little bit more mainstream? So yeah, Mega Man. I kind of like it. Like, a lot. Like, a whole lot. And hey, wouldn't you know it, Mega Man is back after an 8-year hiatus. But he's finally back, and everyone's happy. Everyone should be satisfied. Except me. Because I'm a fanboy, and I always want more. When talking about digital-only Mega Man games, one would start to think that I might be talking about Mega Man 9 and 10. And we technically already did get it with Legacy Collection 2. That's not really the way that I would have wanted it, Capcom, but whatever, I can begrudgingly check it off the list. So, if I'm not talking about those, what Mega Man game could I possibly want a physical copy of? What good Mega Man game would I want a physical copy of? Oh yeah, it's real. This is a thing that actually exists, and it's amazing. This is a 2D Mega Man game where they replace all the normal bosses with characters from Street Fighter. This isn't a fan game, by the way. Well, technically it is. It started out as one at least. But it's officially endorsed by Capcom. And best part of all, it's free! Only on PC, though. Look, I get it. It's gonna be a hard sell to charge money for a product that was originally free, but I have a perfectly good argument for the situation. I want it. And I don't care. I would gladly pay like 20, 30, 40 bucks for this. And no, I'm not joking. Yeah, but real talk though, this game is only available on the Capcom Unity website, and they could just decide to pull that at any moment, and then just poof, that game becomes vaporware. And this game is way too cool of a concept for that to happen. And Capcom has squandered so many different ways to better preserve this game on the cheap. Legacy Collection 1 and 2, X-Legacy Collection 1 and 2. Hell, that game probably would have been fine on the Street Fighter Legacy Collection. They could have just thrown it on as a bonus because it was originally a free game. But the reality is, these companies don't care about game preservations, and this game will probably end up as vaporware. Kinda like our next game. This is Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, the game. It's a licensed game based off of both the movie and the comic. And it's really good. It's a couch co-op arcade-style beat-em-up with RPG elements. You can collect coins, level up. It has an amazing soundtrack by the chiptune artist Anamanaguchi. And it's no longer available for purchase anywhere. It's been delisted from all major platforms. There's no way to play this game at all today. I mean, yeah, if you have the game already downloaded onto a PS3 or Xbox 360, you could still play it, but those are not the most reliable systems in the world, and eventually they'll break down. This is the game that inspired me to make this video. And not really because it's like one of my most favorite games. I mean, hardly. I never even really got a chance to try this game. I think I maybe played it at a friend's house like once, but I guess that's probably why I want this game to have a physical copy so bad. To just preserve it. To just let it live on. I mean, I could imagine a kid growing up with this game and becoming like a super nostalgic game for them, only to find out that they can't play it anymore. Sorry, kid, but your favorite childhood game is no longer available for purchase anywhere because a licensing agreement ran out. It's crap like this that can't make me embrace digital media as a whole. I mean, there has to be a better way to do it than this, man. But hey, there's no reason to end this video on such a somber note. There's still plenty of good things out there for people who want physical games. And who knows? Maybe I will get a chance to play this game someday. You never know.
So there you have it, a bunch of games that I feel like should be made into a physical package. Of course, I have a bunch of other ideas for games that I want to see have a physical release. So maybe if you guys want, you could leave it in the comments and I can make a part 2. If you want to support the channel, make sure to hit the like, comment, and bell icons. I can't stress enough how much, a small channel like me benefits from you guys helping out like that. But until next time, guys, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one, okay? Bye.